Kadarius Toney, you are no scrub, my brother. You can ball. You certainly helped Kansas City become a Super Bowl champion. My brother, that was classless on your part. Pretty damn weak. When you drop 3 passes, you got to shut the hell up, bro. You can't drop 3 passes and then be weak enough because you can't take the shrapnel of criticism that it will inevitably come your way. So much so that you delete your Twitter account, but then find the time to troll your former team, who, by the way, you didn't win for. Now, you won in Kansas City. It helps that you got Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback instead of Daniel Jones. It helps that you have a Travis Kelce, okay? It helped that you have both Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy working together to call plays. But when you drop 3 damn passes, literally a day, a couple of days or a few days earlier, and you can't take the heat because you dropped your Twitter account, the nerve of you to troll your former brothers. They ain't the one that's let you go. They ain't the ones that kicked you out the door. They ain't the ones that said they don't want you in uniform. To disrespect your former teammates, and you played, I didn't. But to disrespect your former teammates like that, bro, after you just stunk up the joint, I mean, your ass smelled as bad as the river by East Rutherford, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? You got to shut up, bro. You need to stop that. I have no doubt that Andy Reid is right, because you can ball, you are no scrub, and you will make up for it because that's not what you do. But it's pretty damn weak and classless what you did right there to your former teammates. Brian Dable ain't phased. Giant ain't phased. Giants ownership ain't phased. But those former brothers of yours in Big Blue, that's very disrespectful to do that towards them.
Well, his brother's probably glad he's gone because they know what type of character he possessed in the locker room. It's not an accident that after a year and a half, they decided to move their separate ways.
Wow.
I agree with everything you just said. And he needs to stay his ass off social media. Because here's the thing, Skip.
Steve.
Bang!
It's all right. It's okay, my man. It's all right. 7 years, bro. It's okay. Don't listen. Don't worry about the troll. Steve,
don't break that bracelet, though. That's what I'm more concerned about.
Stephen A., it's all right, baby.
The thing that's upsetting to me is because just because the Giants lost doesn't excuse your poor play the other night. You were the Lions' best player because Patrick Mahomes had an unblemished record with interceptions. He hit Kadarius Toney right in his hands. And what did end up happening to it, Stephen A? Goes back for a pick 6. And then they got him it's a 3rd and 4. Patrick Mahomes hit him in the midsection. And then he crossed his hands like he's trying to protect himself. And then Patrick Mahomes come back. It could have been the game-winning drive. What did he do? Like he had never seen a football before in his life. If they're throwing something on the field, it's probably a football. You might want to catch it, Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
The behavior that you displayed is unacceptable. Right. What makes you, and I agree with you, you're like, hold on, wait a minute. You delete your Twitter account because the Kansas City fans are lighting you up. Right. But now your former team, they're struggling. You hop back on,
exactly.
Say what you need to say, and delete the account again.
It's weak.
That's weak. That's weak.
Man, that's coward.
That's weak.
That's bull jive.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
And you got to know timing in life. Timing is off.
I guarantee you, there ain't more than 2 guys in that locker room disappointed that he's gone.
Well, you would know better than me. What I would say to you is this, Molly, respectfully, that don't have anything to do with timing. Anytime he did that, that's wrong.
Yes.
I'm just saying the fact you go out.
Right.
You drop 3 balls,
that's
potentially
right. And then delete your account.
No, and then you take shots at someone else. Right. Like if he had balled and then it's like, okay, you're taking shots. It's still weak.
Like he did in the Super Bowl.
But the timing of this could not be worse.
But here's the thing. But what's worse than the timing is the fact that you deleted the account because you couldn't take the heat.
Yes.
You are now trying to provide to your former team.
Yes.
So you delete the account, then come back on just to say what you got to say. Well, first of all, if you could just come back on, you really didn't delete it.
Right.
You just put it on hiatus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just took a day off or whatever.
No, it was a different account. One was Twitter, one was IG.
At the end of the day, you deleted your account because you couldn't take the heat.
Yes.
But then came back on to provide some heat to a team, your former team that got romped, and you're trolling them when, in fact, you couldn't take being trolled.
Right.
That's real, real weak on his part.
That's a character. Situation happened to me. I leave Denver, go to Baltimore.
Right.
Guess who we played the first round of the playoffs? The Broncos.
That's right.
We beat them. Media comes to me in the locker room. Shannon, you want to call the National Guard? I say, nah. I say, I got a lot of brothers over there, a lot of friends over there, and they're hurting right now.
That's right.
I wish I wasn't in this situation.
Right.
It's just there's a way that you handle certain situations.
There's a way to do it.
And you keep it moving.
That's it. No question.
Yeah.
Kadarius Toney, you never know.
Exactly.
The Chiefs might decide to move on.
That's right.
And you might maybe end up back in the football Giants.
Go. Well, first of all, they ain't gonna welcome him back. Let's get that point. They ain't gonna welcome him
You
back.
never know. You never know.
Please, let him stay his ass away from MetLife. But I will tell you this.
I get what
you
you're
don't
saying,
even
though.
know. You don't even know if we're gonna have another game where he dropped 3 passes.
Yeah.
It better not.
It better not happen.
It better not.
It better, especially now.
Nah.
It better not happen now because now you got us watching. Now we gonna wait a minute now.
But everybody,
ain't that the dude that trolled them?
But now you got the Giants fan because you shut them up last year. You caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
So now you all the ammunition that you need. Bro, that would have been
And
enough
if you
for me.
wanted to troll him, you could have trolled him after the Super Bowl. I'm a champion now.
Yeah,
They
he
gave up on me.
did.
They gave up
He
on me. They
did.
gave up on me. That's more than enough.
That's more than enough. I ain't got nothing. I have nothing else to say
man.
moving forward about the New York Giants.
You better than that, bro. This ain't character condemnation into perpetuity.
Nah.
But just for the moment, Kadarius Toney, you wrong, bro. You better than that.
Now I want to just focus on Miami because it really opened the door for them. Entering Monday, the Bills were favored to win the 4th straight division title. After last night's game, Caesars has made the Dolphins the AFC East favorite. And let's be honest, after what we saw from Tua and Tyreek, unstoppable on Sunday, is the AFC East the Dolphins to win at this point, Shannon?
I think and I picked the Dolphins even before this transpired because I know what they possess offensively. And with Vic Fangio calling that defense down in Miami, I thought they had the ability to be really, really special. So naming the Dolphins the favorite, I'm not surprised by that. The bigger question moving forward, how much confidence do you have in Josh Allen? Because we've seen since that 13 seconds away from getting to the AFC Championship game, his play has regressed. He's turned into a turnover machine. Last night, he was just throwing the ball up. I'm like, bro, you're too good of a player.
Yeah.
You finished second in the MVP.
4 turnovers.
You can't have that. They say the Bills turned it over. No, the Bills didn't turn it over. He turned it over 4 times. Ain't no Bills. Josh Allen. I mean, look at those throws. He was just heaving it up down the field, Stephen A.
No question.
And then he bobble snapped. They snapped the ball directly to him. His head is off to the. He scoops it up, gets hit, fumbles the ball again. The Jets had just scored. Now he gives them momentum. I don't like blaming players, but Josh Allen really put his team in a bind last night. If you were to say, well, what happened? Josh Allen happened. Josh Allen lost this game for the Buffalo Bills. But I'm not surprised that the betting favorite to win the AFC East now are the Miami Dolphins because I believe they have the most explosive offense, and I believe they have one of the better defensive coordinators. Now, I'm not saying he's a better D coordinator than Coach Belichick, but I believe he has better players. Now, that's also without Jay Ram. Jay Ram's going to come back at some point in time, Jalen Ramsey. And you pair him with Xavier Howard and Kristen Wilkins, and they got Chubb and Phillips. They got guys that can go head hunting. They got guys that can get you on the ground defensively. And with that offense, with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle and Raheem Mostert and Tua, that's the best team in the AFC.
Let me say this.
We'll stay on Miami and get into the Bills a little later. We're going to bring in some more voices.
Absolutely. By the way, one of my boys just texted me. Let me ask you this quick question revisiting during Aaron Rodgers again. Jameis Winston, should we throw that name out there? We ain't heard of it. If I could say Carson Wentz, can we say Jameis Winston?
Yeah, you can say Jameis.
Yeah. Consideration?
Yeah.
Consideration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, he's not the most mobile quarterback either.
Not at all. And that's why I would say no.
Okay.
Because I think you need no mobility because the offensive line for the New York Jets appear to be suspect.
Okay.
Now let me get back to this. Clearly, it's the Miami Dolphins. And I'm going to tell you a simple reason why. Shannon put it, you expanded on it, but I'm going to simplify it. You got to score 30 a game to beat Miami. Let's just call that what it is. You got to score 30 a game. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here on national television right now, and I'm telling you right now, 2 receivers on the Miami Dolphins are going to register 3,000 yards this season. Wow. It's book it.
Book it.
Book it. Now, who's put it that way? You know what I'm saying? Because we have to understand something. Minimum 1,500 yards for at least one of them. Likely both.
Yeah.
On average. I'm talking about when you look at Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, because of how electrifying both of them are. Tyreek Hill runs nearly 24 miles per hour. Jalen Waddle was top 4 in the league last year, running at over 21 miles per hour. These brothers are just great. I mean, they're road runners. They're just something spectacular, especially in the case of Tyreek Hill because he's more elusive than a Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle's got that speed. Tyreek has both the speed and the elusivity. So I'm looking at the both of them with Tua Tagovailoa, who has shown us when healthy, the brother can just fling the football.
Right.
You get him, like you pointed out yesterday. You had Devontae Smith in Alabama with your boys. You had one. So the point is you're accustomed to speed. What does Miami do? They go out and they emulate what you had at Alabama. This is you, not me. This is what you said yesterday.
Yes.
And so you come with that, and now you got that, and you're showing that, excuse me, that ain't just college. That's football, period. Give Tua speedy receivers, and that is what he can do. And so when you look at it from that perspective, you're scoring 30 a night.
Right.
If you are the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to take to beat them. And by the way, I don't see anybody with the Bills, the Jets, or the Patriots that can give you 30 in the blink of an eye. Bills are capable of it, but not consistently.
I think the thing that you have to hope for when you're playing a speedy team, you got to hope for inclement weather. You got to hope for snow. You got to hope for they lose.
Hold on. We thought that. And then Miami went to Buffalo in a blizzard and dropped 31.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But
they did combine for 3,000 last year, so they'll duplicate that.
And guess why they did that? Because what did Josh Allen do?
That's true.
I thought he opened a bakery down on 3rd
All right. We're going to get to Josh Allen. You're hot on it. We're going to get to it.
Skylar Thompson was quarterbacking in the playoffs when they dropped 31 points. Skylar Thompson for the Miami Dolphins. That wasn't Tua that played that playoff game. That was Skylar Thompson. And they lost 34-31.
If Tua stays healthy, they possess the scariest offense in the NFL because, as you mentioned, you have two guys that can run probably sub 4.3.
Right.
And you got a running back that can run 4.3.
Yes. Can I say this to you, bro? If Tua stays healthy, I'd actually find myself rooting for the Dolphins to go to the Super Bowl. Who wouldn't want to see Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle in the Super Bowl with that kind of offensive firepower? We get our money's worth, and in Vegas, it ain't like we asking them to go to Orlando or come to MetLife Stadium and it's snowing or whatever like they did with Peyton Manning and Seattle. We talking about Las Vegas. That's where the Super Bowl's going to be this year. Vegas, baby. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.